Hello friends. In this video we will learn about heat and temperature. Heat is a form of energy that spontaneously moves from the system to its surroundings or vice versa. Unit of heat is joules, SI unit, or calories, CGS unit. General effects of heat. Heat brings about change in temperature. When we supply heat to a solid, liquid or gaseous substance, its temperature increases. Similarly, if a hot material gives out heat energy, its temperature falls. Heat can bring changes in dimensions. When we increase the temperature of a substance, its dimensions such as length, area and volume increases. Heat gives more energy to the particles, that enables them to move faster and away from each other. Thus, the particles take more space, which results in increase the volume of the substance. The increase in size of an object on heating is called thermal expansion. When a solid material like metal is heated, its particles move rapidly at their fixed positions and expansion takes place. Particles of liquids also expand on heating. Liquid mercury is filled in the thermometer bases this property. It expands and then contracts as per the temperature. Gases also expand on heating. For example, when air is free in the balloon, it expands. When a liquid is heated, its temperature increases up to a particular temperature. After a certain amount of time it starts boiling, and changes into its gaseous state. During this change of state from liquid to gaseous, the temperature remains constant. Methods of heat transfer. Heat flows from a body placed at higher temperature to a body placed at lower temperature. This phenomenon is called transfer of heat. There are three modes by which heat can be transferred from one body to another body: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from molecule to the adjacent molecule of a substance. It happens from one end to the other end of the material, without the movement of the molecules from their positions. Conduction of heat takes place when the interacting objects are solid. The objects are in physical contact with each other. There is a temperature difference between the objects. Substances that conduct heat are called conductors. For example, metals. Substances which do not conduct heat are called insulators. Examples are wood, rubber, plastic, glass, cloth. Convection, mode of transfer of heat in fluids, liquids and gases, in which the hotter particles move into a packet of heat, bringing about a cycle or current. Applications of convection. Room heaters are placed on the floor. Air conditioners are fitted near the ceiling of the room. Exhaust fans are placed on the top window or near the ceiling of the kitchen. Sea breeze and land breeze that blow near the coastal areas are examples of convection currents. During the day, the land gets heated quickly and the air above it gets warm. This warm air expands and moves upward. Meanwhile, water takes longer time to heat up. The air above the sea remains relatively cool. This cool air above the sea surface moves towards land to fill the space emptied by the warm air. This flow of cool air from sea towards the land is called sea breeze. At night, the land cools quickly but the sea takes more time to cool and remains hot. So, the air above the land is cooler than the air above the sea. The warm air above the sea surface rises up. The cool air above the land surface moves towards the sea to fill the space emptied by the warm air. This flow of air from land towards the sea is called land breeze. Radiation. The process of transfer of heat energy from a hot body to a cold body without heating the space in between them is called radiation. For example, the heat reaches us from the sun. In this method, heat travels in the form of electromagnetic waves. This mode does not require any medium from the transfer of heat. The energy transferred in this process is called radiant energy. Since electromagnetic waves travel with the speed of light, radiation is the fastest method of heat transfer. Applications of radiation. In winters, we wear dark-colored clothes to keep our body warm. In cold and hilly areas, the outer walls and roofs are usually painted with dark color to keep the houses warm. In room heaters, the reflectors behind the heating coil are polished, shiny and silvery so that the maximum amount of heat can be radiated towards the front. Thermos flask. Thermos flask consists of a double-walled glass container. A vacuum is created in the gap between the glass walls to minimize the conduction. This also reduces the heat loss as there is no air present to carry the heat away. Both the walls are polished, shiny and silvery, so that the heat radiations are reflected back into the container. The outer case of the flask as well as its lid are made of an insulating material such as plastic. Temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of a body is called temperature. A device is used to measure temperature is called thermometer. Thermometer works on the principle of thermal expansion, which implies that matter expands on heating and contracts on cooling. There are different substances, such as mercury and alcohol, which are used in thermometers for measuring different range of temperature. Scales of temperature. There are various types of scales to measure temperature. Celsius scale, Kelvin scale, Fahrenheit scale. Celsius scale is the most commonly used scale to measure the temperature. It was devised by Anders Celsius. On this scale, the melting point of pure water is taken as 0 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of pure water is taken as 100 degrees Celsius. The interval between the two fixed points of this scale is divided into 100 equal parts. Kelvin scale was invented by Lord Kelvin. On this scale, the melting point of pure water is taken as 273 K and boiling point is taken as 373 K. The scale is divided into 100 equal parts. Fahrenheit scale was devised by Gabriel Fahrenheit. On this scale, the melting point of the pure water is taken as 32 degrees Fahrenheit and the boiling point is taken as 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The interval between the two fixed points on this scale is divided into 180 equal parts. Interconversion between scales. The temperature values obtained on different scales can be interconverted. The expression which is used to convert Fahrenheit scale to Celsius scale is. The expression which is used to convert Celsius scale to its Fahrenheit scale is. Types of thermometers. There are 3 commonly used thermometers: clinical thermometer, digital thermometer, and laboratory thermometer. Hope you understand everything about heat and temperature. Please do like, share and subscribe our channel. Watch our other videos also.